In this installment, we're going to be going over the doubleheader we got going on for Monday Night Football. We have Texans versus Buccaneers, Chargers versus Raiders. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our Monday Night Football doubleheader we got going down for Monday. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetChefD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, with the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10.2 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so you can grow to a much broader audience. All right, now for the Patreon here, we had a solid day here. The top play cash, which was the Philadelphia Eagles, and our community parlay I gave out to everybody cashed as well. I'll show you that in a second. We also had the under on that game of Eagles and Chiefs. This was easy just playing the opposite. The Super Bowl went over by like 60 points. Obviously this rematch would go under, and that cashed right there. And then this was the community parlay I gave out, just a simple two-teamer, double up your money, 49ers and Cardinals on the money line. All right, and also one of my touchdown plays cash as well as Roma Dunze. So solid day in Patreon. Remember, if you want to sign up and join the community that we're building, you click on that link provided down below. You're going to get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. In NRG Stadium here, we got a matchup between the Houston Texans going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. Looking at the current odds for this matchup, we have Texans as home favorites -145 with a comeback of the Buccaneers at a +120. Point spread at 2.5. Total points at 42.5. Public bet percentage here, 63% of the bets coming in on Houston, 58% of the money coming in on Tampa Bay. So public and sharps are on opposite ends of this spectrum. For the point spread, 55% of the bets coming in on Houston to cover, 55% of the money coming in on Tampa Bay to cover. Same thing, public and sharps are on opposite sides. And for the total points, 94% of the bets, 91% of the money towards the under 42.5. Now, with these two teams here, both of them, well, not both of them. One coming off a win, one coming off a loss here. Buccaneers should have lost that game against Atlanta. It was a lot of miscues from Atlanta. 2 missed field goals and a drop touchdown that allowed Tampa Bay to stay in that game. So Buccaneers were fortunate to get that win there. Houston Texans on the other end played valiantly against the Rams in LA. That defense looked really good, getting pressure on Matt Stafford, but they fell short. 14-9. The offense wasn't really getting anything going. All right, now injury report here. Let's look at the Texans. Braxton Berrios, a third string wide receiver, he's out. Christian Kirk is still out. He was out week 1. And now a new injury here. Center Jake Andrews is going to be out. So Houston Texans line was a big question mark, and now they're losing their center. We'll see how they make adjustments here. Positive, Blake Fisher and Ed Ingram are going to be able to play. So that's going to be a positive for them, despite the fact Jake Andrews will be out. All right. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are dealing with their own issues. Chris Godwin is out, as we know. Tristan Wirfs, their all-pro tackle, is out as well. And we got a Q tag on Lud Gadecki as well. Their starting tackle. All right, he had 2 DNPs, got in a limited, so he's highly questionable coming in to the game on Monday as well, with 2 DNPs. So they could be missing 2 pieces on that offensive line. So both of these teams are dealing with issues on the offensive line side of things here. When we're looking at this matchup here, I see a very defensive battle. Texans, they're going to be leaning on Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter, plus the corners that they have in that secondary, which is strong. To really mitigate and limit the Buccaneers, Mike Evans, Emeka Egbuka, and Baker Mayfield. All right, stout run defense coming from the Texans, where they limited Kyron Williams as well last week to like 2 yards a carry. And then surprisingly, Nick Chubb played solidly, 4.6 yards a carry. They're not going to abandon the run game, and they're going to need it, especially against this Buccaneers team. Definitely to to limit Kalaja Kancey and Vita Vea as well. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup here. I think, like I said, it comes down to the defenses here, which one breaks or bends the most, or breaks, as you would say here. I'm going to be leaning towards the Texans in this one. I know the sharp money is all over the Buccaneers in this one, but I'm not going to take for granted what I saw from that Texans performance. That performance was more impressive to me than what I seen from Buccaneers versus Atlanta, because that game should have been easily towards Atlanta. All right, Texans need to clean up the things offensively, try to shorten up the pass game here, and get the ball in Nico Collins' hands, which are injuries, and they should be fine in this game going up against the Buccaneers. So give me the Texans on the money line as the main play. Secondary play will be the under 42.5. I do see this as a defensive battle. So if you feel more comfortable with that, I do like. In Allegiant Stadium here, we have the Las Vegas Raiders going against the LA Chargers, a classic AFC West battle here. Looking at the odds for this game, we have the Chargers as road favorites, minus 190, with the comeback of the Raiders at a plus 155. Excuse me. Point spread at 3.5. Total points at 46.5. Public bet percentage here, 92% of the bets, 74% of the money all over the Chargers for the point spread. 60% of the bets, 80% of the money all over the Chargers to cover. And for the total points, 93% of the bets, 86% of the money here going to the under 46.5 in that total. All right. Both of these teams here had solid wins. Raiders handled the Patriots fairly easily, despite looking at the score is only a touchdown win. And then the Chargers surprised the Kansas City Chiefs. Very strong performance, what we saw from the Chargers, and that's why the public and the sharps are all over the Chargers in this pretty heavily. If we're looking at those percentages, looking at the injury report, bad news here for the Chargers. They're going to be out Elijah Molden, their cornerback, and their leader linebacker Denzel Perriman. Both of those guys are going to be out. We'll wait and see on Deshaun Phillips as well, if he's going to not make it as well. All right, positive for the Raiders. They will be with Brock Bowers. He says he's going to give it a go. Right now it says questionable, but Pete Carroll already said he's going to be able to go. And then Jackson Powers Johnson is going to be out with a concussion. Their swing guard / center for the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, now. Last week, what we saw from the Raiders here, they are not shy to move that ball down the field. This is a pass-heavy offense. Usually Chip Kelly in previous seasons, before he went back to college, he was more run-centric. Went to UCLA and a couple other schools, came back, and now he's in this situation here with the Raiders, and he is passing the ball. They are threatening down the field. Geno Smith looked phenomenal. 34 attempts, 362 pass yards here. They can definitely threaten this secondary. That's one of the weak points of the Chargers, this defense, period. And they have a lot of question marks here in that secondary. Same thing that goes for the Raiders is the secondary, but at least the front seven can provide pressure. And they have guys like Max Crosby and others that can definitely get to the quarterback. Max Crosby, Tyree Wilson as well, that can get to the quarterback. All right, I like Jeremy Chin as a strong safety. That was a good pickup. We do have some question marks at that cornerback position. So both of these secondaries are a little bit questionable here. I see Raiders pushing tempo here and threatening down the field. So I like the over 46.5. That's going to be my secondary play. Our main play, I'm going to give me the Raiders plus 3.5. All right. I think that's too much there. I think this is a back and forth battle. Both offenses are dangerous with their weapons. And I see this coming down to the wire in an in-division matchup. All right. So main play plus 3.5. Secondary play over 46.5 in the total. That's going to be our breakdown for the doubleheader on Monday Night Football. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We could definitely debate about that down below. Also, get signed up for that Patreon so you don't miss out on my exclusive plays and parlays for Monday Night Football and for the future, and my future bets as well, because I will be dropping the Super Bowl future and I'll give it like 2 more weeks. I will drop it. I already know who I'm choosing anyway. But click on that link provided down below. You're gonna get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes up 24/7. This is your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.